Hi everyone, how are you today? I was tagged by Tristan at Tristan and the Classics to do the bookish superhero tag. This is a tag with 6 questions with a superhero theme. I'll be honest, I don't actually know a lot about the superhero franchises. I watched part of a Batman movie and that's about as far as my knowledge goes. But this tag looks super fun. I was so excited to get tagged. And stay tuned for a few booktubers I'm going to tag that I really think you should check out. Question number 1. We are all unique. What are your unique superpowers? So for me, I think that my bookish superpower is a knack for finding obscure books. I've done a couple of videos on this in the past where I've shared some kind of unusual books that I've read that I thought were pretty good. I really enjoy reading off the beaten path, whether that's finding new authors or books by authors that are well known but just not very well read. Sometimes I actually like to shy away from famous books because I really want an organic, genuine reading experience that's really personal. So I don't know if this is really a superpower, but I just really, really enjoy reading books that I guess hopefully warrant some reading and discovery. Number 2, every superhero needs a nemesis. Name your bookish enemy. What is your kryptonite? Tristan mentioned swearing. I also don't love swearing in books, especially excessive swearing, but the other thing I really don't like is unrealistic characters. I'm somebody who really believes a story should flow from the personalities, the principles, the motivations and drives and decisions of the characters. And I'm not really fond of stories where the characters just seem to be plugged into the story, if you will. I tried to find an example from my books. I didn't find any, but I did find a good example of a book that has good characters that are consistent, if not maybe always realistic. This is a book I've talked about many times before. This is The Razor's Edge by William Somerset Maugham. I feel like it may not be the tidiest of stories, but it's one that I find really compelling because of the consistent characters. Question number 3. If you could wish for any superpower, what would it be? Well, this one was pretty easy. It's something I've thought about fairly often. I would want to make time stand still so that I could read all of the books on my list. I'm fully aware that I will never read all of those books, that my list will outlive me. So if I could just make time stand still, like maybe when I'm on one of my 5-minute work breaks and just be able to read a novel in that time frame, that would be awesome. Question number 4. By day you are mild-mannered Clark Kent. What do you do when you are not being a bookish superhero? So some of you know I live in the greater Seattle area and I've been working in technology for quite a few years now. Currently a software developer. Long story on how that came to be. Literature will always have my heart, but that's what I do during the day. Most of the time I'm coding, attending meetings, all that good stuff. Number 5, name your favorite bookish villain. So I could go 2 ways here. There's the villains I really, 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 really hate, and then there's the villains that are kind of endearing. So the villain I really hate is Totsky from The Idiot by Dostoevsky. Totsky is a child abuser, a just horrible, horrible person, and really less said about him the better. The character that I really love, who is, in my opinion, also a villain, is Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Probably has something to do with James Mason, but he is the evil mastermind that lives in the submarine under the sea and terrorizes everybody. truly not a great guy, but you know, he has a whole backstory and stuff. And yeah, I really like Captain Nemo, I'm not gonna lie. Number 6, last question. Defenders of the Earth unite. Which bookish superhero would you collaborate with? Well, my favorite bookish superhero is, and I'm being a broken record, but it's Sherlock Holmes. And, you know, Jeremy Brett is probably my favorite, well, actually, definitely my favorite version of Sherlock Holmes, although there's quite a few different adaptations I enjoy. But yes, I would love to go back in time and collaborate with Holmes and Watson, and I just think that would be so much fun, and I'd learn so much, and it would just be a really great time. And I feel like Holmes is one of those people that actually does take good care of the people with him. Like, I feel like sometimes in the Hercule Poirot series, a lot of people just sort of die as the story goes on. But I think Holmes, for all his faults, takes pretty good care of people. So I think I'd be pretty safe with Holmes. And yeah, that would be a dream come true. All right, so I'm going to tag 5 accounts. In the Bookwoods, Marianne Guevara, Book Hunter, The Pros and Cons, and Ven's Between the Lines. I'm going to link to all their channels in the description. If you love classics, if you love books and really cool personalities, would recommend checking them out. Well, this was super fun. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.